Welcome. We have some mobility for you today. Full body, all right? We're gonna be moving, so it might be a little mini workout. I have a mat, a band. You can have a long towel, a bench, or a chair will be helpful as well. You can, I'll give some modifications as we go. So first, we're just going to stay seated. You can sit comfortably and we're going to stretch out our wrists. So keeping your arms straight, you're going to pull your palm towards you. Feeling in the front part of your forearm there. Shoulders down and back. And other side. And pull as desired. And once you kind of feel a good stretch, you want to just try and hold it. And then we'll reverse back to the other side. Okay, now we want to get in our forearm there. You can either stay seated and continue pulling, or I like to do it fingers pointed towards my knees, palms on the ground, and I sit back into my heels. Good stretch through the forearms there. If you're looking like me, it's nice to kind of just shift your weight side to side. Switch arms if you haven't yet. We'll hold both sides for a minute here. Some rotations. Again, sit however you want. You don't have to copy how I sit either. Get some nice rotations through your wrists. And you can take this to the wall if this is a bit too intense, or come to a tabletop, and we're going to rock. Bring your shoulders in front of your fingers and then release. We have some weight in our hands now, which is why if this feels uncomfortable, you can take it to the wall in a standing position. Kind of really push that weight over top of your wrists and then release. Feeling a little tension in your wrists, which is good. Come to a seated position, again in a chair, okay, or just comfortably on the ground here. You're gonna interlock your fingers, hunch forward, get a good stretch through your spine, really like pulling that way, rounding at your back, and then pretend you're pulling something and pull those shoulders back, stretch through the chest there. And then interlock your fingers, pull forward. And it's nice to just kind of rock side to side and pull aggressively back, shoulders down and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, elbows by your side and back. Let's just alternate back and forth here. Kind of, I call them a seated cat-cow. Nice to do throughout the work day if you find yourself sitting a lot. This exercise. And good. I want you to take one arm. Let's pull your left arm behind you. Handcuff yourself. Really pull that arm over along with your head and hold. Lengthening out through that left side of your neck. Even getting a little chest and shoulder there. Really keep pulling that one arm behind. Think about lengthening, like reaching up and over to the right with your head. And release. Other side, grab that right arm. Handcuff yourself, pull over to the left with your neck. While lengthening through that right side. Keep holding. About 10 seconds. Oh, feels so good. And you can stand. Why don't we stand up for we've been sitting for a little bit. Stand up. We'll grab our bands here. Or you can see where you can use a towel. This is probably something I do every day. Shoulder circles. You don't even need a band or a towel, but it's nice to have a little resistance. So nice and slow through, keeping your arms straight. And then you can slowly start maybe holding your hands a little closer together. And I like to go nice and slow and deliver it through. Try no shrugging. And trying to keep the elbows straight. Good. Okay, take it back to the ground. We're going to talk a little bit about tucking your hips, tucking your pelvis. Super important for core engagement. And if you struggle putting weight onto your wrists, you know that exercise we did in the beginning, practice that. You can always go to your knuckles as well. But we're going to start on the tabletop. We're going to arch at your back there. We're doing a cat-cow, but we're mainly focusing on our pelvis position. So you'll see I relax here, let my belly drop, then I tuck my pelvis without anything else moving. So I'm not fully doing a cat-cow, I'm doing a twerk, as I call it. Or I guess I don't call it that. Miley gave you the idea. And you should feel your core engage. Think about inhaling as you drop your belly. Exhaling as you tuck your pelvis. Shoulders should be down and back. We're going for a neutral spine here. So whenever you think, tuck your pelvis, that will fire your abs for a nice straight spine. You want to do this when you're in a plank, when you're standing throughout the day. It's a very big cue I'll give my clients is to tuck their pelvis to engage core. It will also allow for maximum hip extension, your truest hip extension. Might even do a little butt squeeze. And good. Let's go to couch stretch, where that cue will be very important for tucking your pelvis. So you can use a bench, or you can even use the wall, or you can just stay on the ground. I'm going to get my knee nice and close to the bench, so it's right kind of below my ankle there. I'm going to bring one foot in front. I'm going to tuck my pelvis. All right, I then should feel a stretch right away in my hip flexor, that front part of my leg there. All right, so once we get into this position, we're going to reach up and over and kind of come back to neutral. And then reach. Then I'm gonna feel a little bit in my side as well, which is nice. This is my favorite stretch for our hip flexors. Got to keep the pelvis tucked. You can start shifting your weight forward a little bit while keeping your pelvis tucked. That's the toughest part. Nice one to do. Let's come out of that slowly. And go to the other side. And I like to be kind of on the front, like trying not to be like directly maybe on my knee, kind of towards the front. You can also put like a pillow there. I'm a little tighter on this side. I can already feel it as soon as I tuck my pelvis. And we'll reach. Love this stretch. You do not even have to elevate your back foot for you to get a good stretch here. I want to typically hold stretches for a minute or longer. Or 30 seconds aside is a nice one. I like moving in my stretches. I prefer active mobility. You can come out of that. All right, we're going to, saddle is a nice one for our hips too. So we can hold here. We're gonna move through this one as well. So I have my hips right in between my heels. And we're going to put one hand down and extend and reach. And then I'm gonna come across, make it nice fluent. Got my gymnastics hands. Reach up and across your body and extend your hips. Now we're getting a little bit of hip flexor as well as through our side. Swoosh across, squeeze your butt to extend your hips. Kind of a brief pause. Breathe in. Lovely. And we're going to come down to our chest. For some scorpion, you're going to roll over to one side, trying to bring our heel up towards our wrist. Pause. Whoop, and then go to the other side. So we want a little bit of chest opener and shoulder, but I'm trying to get in my spine a little bit as well. Have to move this. So I kind of try and push into this arm, get through the chest, but not allow myself to fully rotate over so that I can really get that heel up and towards my wrist to get that spine rotation there. So don't fully collapse over that shoulder. Good. Feels so nice. If you're hunched over all day, those are a nice one to do as well. All right, you can use your hand for this as well by just grabbing at your shin. We're gonna lay on our backs. Going to put the band around my foot though, and I'm going to pull towards me. We're gonna hold it for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna add a little resistance, okay? So simply hold, pulling towards you for 30 seconds, both legs straight. And go to the other leg, 30 seconds here. I'm trying to extend both legs. You can pull from your shin or the back of your knee or hug your hamstring. You can also bring this one leg up too, but I find it nice to always keep this hip extended. Trying to also keep the hips straight on the ground. And back to the other side. Now we add resistance. So while I'm pulling the band towards me, I'm going to resist by dragging my heel in the opposite direction. So it's going to look something like this. Pull towards me and fire. And release. Pull towards me and fire. So it's called SMR, sorry, not SMR. It is FMS. It's a type of stretching that fires the muscle but lengthens it at the same time. It's a great stretch technique, all right? So let's try that for 30 seconds. So you will pull towards you, go, and fire. 3, 2, 1. Pull towards you and fire. 3, 2, 1. Pull towards you, 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 fire. 3, 2, 1. And nice. So you should be able to go deeper into the stretch each round. This is kind of the goal of it. And ready, other side. 3, 2,
1, pull towards you and fire your hammy. 2, 1, pull towards you, fire. 3, 2, 1, pull towards you, fire. 3, 2, 1, pull towards you, a little deeper, fire. 3, 2, 1, embrace the shakes. Pull towards you, fire. 3, 2, 1, pull towards you, fire. 3, 2, 1, pull towards you, fire. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. So if you were to go back to the other leg, you might be able to pull a little farther than you did at the beginning. Maybe see both legs. Yep, definitely a little more mobile than I was in the beginning. And then let's go to a spine twist. We'll go back to that first leg. And again, you can just hold your leg, you can bend your knee, twist across your body. Okay, or I like to again add a little bit of tension using the band. So I'm pulling my toe up, twisting and reaching in the opposite direction, pulling both shoulders to the ground, trying to anyways. Tuck chin, both legs straight. Gonna be here for a minute. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Sorry, I always forgot to talk about breathing. It's the yogi's job. Good. Come out of that one. Go to the other side. I'm only doing this rotated so I can see the clock. Ooh, tighter on this side for sure. And I'm kind of constantly pulling my foot up. You'll get a little in your quad there in your IT band. Maybe if you're using the band, or again, you can just bend your knee and pull your knee over as well. Both shoulders down, tuck your chin, keeping that other leg extended. And come out of that stretch. Nice. Another nice spine twist. Ooh, I like it. I like it. All right, you can again do this one against the wall. Probably not part B to it, but we'll come to a little down dog. So this is where you'll stay if you're just on the wall, is you can use it as a kind of calf stretch. We're gonna take it next level. You shoot one leg up, bring your heel to your butt, and you open through your hips, and we're gonna hold. Trying to keep my heel down to get through the calf there. Again, another one of my favorites to do before workouts. And on an off day like today. "15 seconds, drive that heel to your butt, twist open. Both arms straight. And you can come down and rest. Shake out those wrists.
If you're against the wall, you're just going to continue to stretch out those calves and put weight into your wrists too. And let's go the other side. Down dog, stretch it out, other side. Heel to butt, and really open up through that side. And you can come out of that. Forget what that's called. Don't know all my yoga names. Let's come into a lunge, and you're going to push your knee over top of your toe. This should get in your ankle there and through your calf. Spread your toes nice and wide. Nice, I kind of just shift my weight around. Try to keep the heel on the ground as you push your knee over top of your toes. Your foot stays flat there. And try the other side. This is kind of my stiffer side. And so we're in a nice lunge, but we're focused on spreading the toes, heel down, and then aggressively push your knee over top of your toes. So creating mobility in our ankle there. All right, last one, our toes. You're going to sit on your toes here, if possible. We're gonna hold here for a minute. If you run a lot, you're gonna feel this probably. Our planters. Oh yeah, already feeling it. The body's feeling good right now. Do some head rotations. Distract yourself. Lean forward and then back, really pushing, extending each toe. We're halfway. Yeah, we'll go toes plus head rotations, neck rotations. Go 10 seconds. And come out of that. Nice. Is that the one you didn't know you needed? I feel like it is for me. All right, well, I hope you feel a little bit better. You can always choose your favorites and perform them regularly before, after workouts. It's nice to always move before workouts and then hold a little more static post-workouts, but whatever kind of just gets your blood flowing, both. That's what mobility does. Mobility equals mobility. Hope you enjoyed it.